Hey guys, Mr. Tapley here to walk you through the first lesson of Year 10 Geography in Week 2. So really good feedback that I wanted to just highlight before I moved on from your guys' work in Week 1. I'm really happy with that, and I've put some of that feedback and some announcements for some Week 2 changes into this little video here. So that's only 5-6 minutes long. Give that a quick view. It talks about what we will be keeping from Week 1. It talks about what we've changed in Week 2 in terms of how to use the notebook. It answers a few questions. And importantly, it talks about the teacher notebook that I'll be putting up into class resources by the end of the day, which is the Monday at the moment, at the time of recording. So instead of answering 27 questions 27 times, I'm going to be completing the same activities, the same questions you guys are doing in my own version of the student notebook, and I'll be uploading that to Google Classroom, and you can look at that, compare your answers to my answers, and hopefully that'll give you a bit of feedback, bit of information. But yeah, anyway, that's in that video just there. Anyway, but what are we looking at today? So our learning intention is to define the term environment and differentiate between the different environments using Australia as a case study. So there's more than one type of environment, and just as a example, we'll be looking at the different environments within Australia, within our background. Success criteria: to define the key characteristics of world environments and explain the importance of environments to human life. So that's the connection between environmental geography and human geography. So we're learning about the environment because it very much relates to, it connects to, and it impacts our lives. Lesson activities. Read through slides 11 to 13 and complete the environmental map of Australia learning task located in Google Classrooms. So this should be a nice short video, hopefully, because we've only got 2 slides. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know via email. The other way you can contact me, and I mentioned it in that video there, is by putting a little comment in your student notebook. So that'll show up on my newsfeed. I've got a little app on my phone. It says, Jimmy's left a comment. I'll go into the notebook and answer the comment there, answer the question there. So anyway, but otherwise, just email me. Cool. So, go straight to the slides. Cool, so that's our learning plan. Right, so there are many different types of environments with different characteristics. So deserts, forests, grasslands, mountains, oceans, freshwater, river and lakes, and coral reefs. There's more, that's just all I could fit on my slide. These environments are shaped by distinct climate, so the weather and the rainfall, wildlife, so the animals and the plants, location, so where are they on the globe? If they're close to the equator, obviously that's going to impact their temperature. If they are high above sea level, they're up in the mountains, that's going to impact their environment. And also their geographical features. Again, depending on if it's very mountainous or if it's very flat, that's going to impact their environment and ways of life there. Australia is a very biodiverse nation with a wide range of environments with unique fauna and flora, animals and plants, and natural landscapes. So what you have to do for this slide here is quite simply, you don't have to do any questions, you don't have to write anything down. I just want you guys to read through one of the articles at that National Geographic website there. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll put the link in the classroom notes there, but if you click on that link, it goes to a Nat Geo website, and you can see they've got different types of environments there. So rainforests, grasslands, they've got some videos and some photos. I just thought it was a cool little website. Finding out a bit of information about at least one of these environments will help you understand the rest of them, if that makes sense. Because each of these environments have the same dot points that they buzz through, so they each have different types of animals, plants, and they're each impacted by climate. It's just they're impacted differently. So just read through one of those articles. Won't take you very long. Back to it. Cool. What you will be doing this lesson, though, what you will be writing down is the environmental map of Australia learning task. So this lesson you'll be examining a map of Australia that shows the different eco-regions, just a fancy word for environments. So the different environments of Australia are all going to be displayed on this map, and you're going to be answering a few questions about it. So in Google Classroom assignments, I'll show you where that is in a moment, you will find the Semester 1 learning task environmental map of Australia file. So it's a Google Docs file. you're not writing an essay. It's literally, I think it's 4 questions, we'll find out, that all relate to this map of Australia that show the different types of environments. And yeah, hopefully you won't have any problems accessing it. Similar to the student notebook, you've all got your individual file. So when you go into Google Classroom, you just click on it, and that'll open up your file. And you can answer the questions there and just hit submit, top right, and it'll be good. Complete the questions and submit your individual file before the next lesson. Link below will support your efforts in analysing the map and defining the different types of environments found in Australia. So I'll show you what the assignment looks like first. So this is 10C, 10A. If you guys click on, so that's our notebook, but the second one, Semester 1 Learning Task, Environmental Map of Australia. A few people have already handed it in, which is interesting because we haven't had the lesson yet. So kudos to them. So the learning task talks about the different environments in Australia. If you click on that, you can also see the rubric that I'll be using. So satisfactory, not satisfactory. It's not a cat, it's just something to develop your knowledge before the cat. So if you click on that learning test there, it opens up this. So this map here shows the different types of environments in Australia. Hard to see. I might want to zoom in a bit. It's a little bit better. So you can see the different colours there represent different types of environments. So you've got deserts, forests, grasslands, tropical forests, tropical grasslands, so different types of ecoregions, environments in Australia. Now, the questions that you'll be answering are here on the same file. Question 1, which is the most common and least common ecoregion in Australia? So that's really straightforward. You're just looking at your map there. We've got a scale in the bottom left, so that should help you if you have to do a bit of maths. Which is the most common and least common ecoregion in Australia? Number 2, which different ecoregions are present in Victoria? So that's going to require you to know where Victoria is. I hope you do. It's one of these states. And you need to tell me which of these different ecoregions in Australia are just present in Victoria. So which ones do we have in Victoria? Question 3. Define these ecoregions: desert, tundra, tropical forest, and temperate grassland. So that's 4 different types of environments, which is why I wanted you guys to read one of the articles on this Nat Geo page here, because all 4 of those were in that page there. If I can go back. Grasslands, rainforests, tundra, deserts. Define these ecoregions. Your definition should include key characteristics of each environment, such as climate, rainfall, specific animals and plants found in this environment. So are you going to find a polar bear in a desert? Probably not. Hope not. Anyway. And then question 4. So this map, because it's got bolts, or it should have bolts, this map says, down here, again, I'll have to zoom in, but trust me, it was made in 2012. So this map was constructed in 2012. What changes do you believe may have occurred to the environments in Australia since then? Consider the impact of human activities. So this is you doing a bit of analysis, connecting back to the documentary you watched in the previous lesson, the double period, where you watched before the flood. So you saw a few examples of human impact on the environment, like climate change, deforestation, pollution. So you guys, looking at this map here, what do you think's changed over the past 8 years? Do you think these types of ecoregions still exist? Do you think they are slightly larger, slightly smaller? Do you think they still exist, but maybe the wildlife doesn't exist there? So I want you to talk about that in question 4. It's probably a couple of sentences for each of these questions. You don't need to give me a whole essay. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Right. So, this website here, I keep pointing at the screen, I can see my hand pointing it. This website here takes you to here. And that's going to really help you out with that first couple questions on the learning task. So it talks about Australia's ecoregions. You can see that's where I've got the map from. It's just a bigger file in the learning task. And you can see they actually give you descriptions of the different types of ecoregions in Australia. So that'll probably help you with your definitions. I would certainly hope so. And yeah, I believe that's all I wanted to touch on in this quick little video. That's all you have to do for this lesson. The due date, there we go. Complete the file before the next lesson. So if I go back here, you'll see that it says due tomorrow. So someone learning task environment map of Australia. Due tomorrow, this video is being recorded on Monday. So it'll be due Tuesday, if that makes sense. So the lesson you guys will have this on is Tuesday. It'll be due by the end of Tuesday. So 11:59 p.m. Tuesday, April 21st. So that's when you'll be submitting the studying task by. And all you have to do again is once you open this up, it looks a bit different because I've got the little teacher copy. So probably over here where it says share, you'll have a turn it in or hand it in or submit button, and you just need to click on that there.